Hello and welcome to my journey with books. My name is Jeff, and I think I just found the book, my next Kenyan read. This is the book I'll be reading. Obviously, I'll be doing it in here, and I have at least until the end of my attachment to actually read this book. So it is My People of Kikuyu and The Life of Chief Wangombe by Honorable Excellency Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, the President of the Republic of Kenya. So this is a book by Uhuru's dad, our first president, and I really now want to know what were his thoughts when it came to the Kikuyu. Now that he's written a book about it, we have to know what he thought about it, okay? And I'm trying to look at when this book was first published. I don't know. It's not. Is it written here? It was published in 1942. Bro, I have a copy of a book in 1942. I've only had the Agikuyu published in 1933. This is 1942 by Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Oh my days. And it went for 200 shillings. Yeah, it went for 200 shillings. So this is what he had to say. At least I'll read the first page. So as I was reading this, I realized that my phone was out of storage and it stopped recording. So we're gonna redo this. And chapter 1 is the gift of Monenyaga. So this follows Monenyaga, who is, I'm assuming, God, came to meet the first man who was now Kikuyu, and now we'll know how Mombi came to be and how the Kikuyu came to be. So I'm just gonna try and merge these two parts that I found very interesting. So we're gonna read this. The Kikuyu people have no written records, and all we know about their early history is stored in legends and traditions. There is no sharp line to mark where legend ends and history begins. Men still living can remember things that happened before the white man came, and can repeat stories of their early times told to them by their fathers who had heard the stories from their fathers and so back into the dim past. But there is no reason to doubt these traditions. In their main outline, they present a true picture for the Kikuyu who have always remembered their ancestors. This has led them to hand down the spoken word with great care. All the more because it was their only way of keeping records. Okay? Now we go fast forward a little bit, and the legends tell us that the Kikuyu have always lived in the same country. Long before the dawn of history, in the beginning of things, when the Lord of Nature separated land from water, forest from grassland, plain from hill, and mountain from the desert, they came into being in the tropical East Africa. So this is obviously in reverence to God. So keep on going, and he says, like many other people and tribes of that huge continent, the Kikuyu have gone through various stages of evolution. There was a period of nomadic life when they lived by hunting, collecting wild honey and fruits, and at the same time tending their cattle, sheep, and goats, which gradually increased in the number. This was followed by a period of partial settlement of land when they cultivated a few seasonal crops. Finally, as they continued to develop, there came a time when they established permanent homes and cultivated permanent crops. And now I'll read a little bit of how he describes the first meeting of Monenyaga and how they settled into where they lived. Okay? According to the earliest legends, the tribe first established its homes around Kirinyaga. And I want us to take note of how he writes Kirinyaga. It's not Ki, it's Kere. Kere and then Nyaga. The mountain of mystery, now known as Mount Kenya, which was the abode of Moninyaga, the supernatural power, the possessor of mystery or whiteness. Who was their tribal high god? Again, Moninyaga is God. I'm like I got that right. I was guessing. Okay. Okay. Tradition says that it was on this mountain the Moninyaga appeared to the man Gekoyo or Kikuyu. Now Gekoyo is written as Gekoyo. Now Kikuyu is Kikuyu. Okay. So we continue. The founder of the tribe. He took Kikuyu to the top of the mountain, among the glittering covered snow peaks, where no man could ever lift his footprint, and showed him the beauty of the surrounding country. The rivers sparkled in the sun, herds of antelopes and other beasts, great and small, grazed contentedly on the grass plains, and a cool breeze swept over the forest trees with a pleasant rustling sound. Kikuyu's heart was filled with joy, for Monyenyaga was very generous to him, and he saw that the country was well watered with numerous rivers and streams of pure clear water, forested with fine cedars, olives and bamboos and other trees, and that the open spaces were carpeted with springy turf. Now, I obviously want to read all this out, but again, copyright and infringements are not part of what I want to do as youth in Kenya. So come and check out the rest of the book. Hopefully, I'll be done by then, and then you'll have it. But that is what our first president had to say about the history, at least the beginning part, like the smallest part that I can share with you. I feel like this is deep. It goes deeper, and I've been looking for the history of the Agikuyu for a while now, and I feel like this might satiate some of that hunger in me, and so I'm gonna be holding on to this at least while I'm at work. When there's nothing too serious to do, I can like read a few chapters or pages and see what was going on. Obviously, I'm gonna note down some stuff, and I love where this is going. I love the story, how it's been told. His writing is actually impeccable. I don't want to say for people of those times, but it's actually good, and I like that. So our president was a great man. He was a writer, and he was a political figure. He was a dad, a present dad, unless Mr. Uhuru tells us otherwise. So that is all I can share for now. And again, if you want to come and look at this book, just come and look at it. Remember, it's a 1942 publication. How does that not just make you? There should be a line out here, okay? There should be a line out here. There's so many books, so many stuff about culture and Kenya and our heritage, and maybe some that are not here, but they're somewhere deep in there. Maybe even this isn't like where the rare books are kept. Maybe this is the rare book, but now we have the unique books and the mythical books. I don't know, like, bro, so it's so good to be around all these books. So, and they're not like locked away. You can come and look at them, okay? So just come, just show up, come look at them, and enjoy all this knowledge that is hidden in this. Look at that, it's not that big. You can read this in a day if you want to, bro. Just find free time, enjoy now. So that is all for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.